Good. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream, which is early because I didn't really have much to do, and I was already gonna start working on stuff, and I figured why not bring everyone else along. Let's get this all set up. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yes, it's very early. J-Week's beard. No, I just haven't shaved in 2 weeks. Yeah, so I can't grow a beard. I actually cannot grow a beard. So, I was basically just, setting up the basic stuff. But you know what? Let's go into this. This, and then let's disable the shop. You always can go back to see the shop, guys. There we go. So here we are in Game Maker. I was going through, normal. Changing my branches and stuff like that, create a new branch so that, when I'm done with this April Fool's event, I can go back to whatever I was previously working on, and none of these changes will actually get published. And, they'll get published, it's just I can go back to where I was before all of these changes were made, and if I like some of these changes, we'll add them in manually, or I'll copy the code over from the new branch. Anyway, so firstly, that I do not like. Yeah, I've been working on fixing a lot of the single quotes, and you're probably going to see so much more than that. But first, I just want to see what is left over from last year's branch, and I was kind of already doing that. Yes, I'm actually using version control. It's because I've been, for school, I've been actually learning version control, so I'm properly version controlling the game. I've got it on Bitbucket, I've got it on GitHub, just so that my little commit graph looks pretty, because I make a lot of commits. I don't know if you all actually care. Most of you probably don't care. So we've got, this looks like this is the code to flip islands upside down. I'm not sure if we're going to use that. First off, so this is going to be a little bit boring for the start. Just, setting up the new thing. Set the new event, and I think what we're going to do is we're just going to dive right in, and we're gonna set the sky to pink, and let's run you. And you know what, let's not. I need to change myself to testing so that I get to run developer commands and stuff like that. I've got myself some water as always, and I've got Oreos. Man, I love Oreos. Absolutely love Oreos. Hello everyone in the chat. 1:35 p.m. Yeah, so it's like 8:30 p.m. over here. Have I looked through the recommended changes yet? Yes, I have looked through the recommended changes. I've got to say, I have some interesting ideas based off of what you suggested. Potentially new game modes, actually, that could spawn because of this. As always, some of them are just too hard. Some of them are dumb and would break the game. Okay, look, bam. We already have our pink sky from last year. Did we have I feel like we had something here last year as well. In dev build 4.0, but it still gets to load my save 3.0 game and whatever I was working on last. So for those of you who don't know, most of you have probably seen it already, but we've got this thing. You can hover over it. You can see more detailed stats. I'm assuming there are still going to be bugs from previous versions, previous optimizations that I've made. Yes, you can still request during this. I'm going to be taking a little bit slower because it is 8 p.m. and I've had a long day. So I'm going to be taking it a bit slower today. As you can probably tell, I'm not super pumped up and full of energy. So what did I want to check? Oh yes, I wanted to show you, if you haven't seen, where is it? There's a new, which weapon had it? Tridents? No, is up. No, not the missiles, it was the hurricane, yeah. So you can kind of scroll up and down just by moving your mouse up and down. I think there's one other weapon that's too big. And obviously, we can resize and then it just doesn't do that anymore. I had some bugs with scrolling down in the inventory. I might have fixed those crashes. Anyway, there's some interesting issues that might pop up that I might need to fix and keep track of. In the meantime, right, so we already have our pink. I'm just gonna start with some things that I want to do. Actually, last year did we get a fun? Did we get a fun image? Let me double check. It's under locations, damage, right? GUI. Do I have? I've got normal title. I've got Halloween title. I've got Christmas title. I do not have a fun one. Did we have a birthday candle one? I don't know where the birthday candle went. But let's just start by messing with the menu. Object menu controller. Let's start by minus image X scale. There we go. That's what I want. You need a search bar in the inventory. Yeah, that would be kind of nice at this point. Shards and slash exclamation mark give shards. Haha, very funny. There we go. I think that's a great. We're off to a perfect start right here. Absolutely perfect start. I don't know. Can you guys hear the music? Might be. Let's check. Yeah, music seems okay. Just bring it down just a bit. I can hear. I can hear just very faint. This is perfect. I believe. This is absolutely perfect. Islands of Raw. I love it already. You know what? We just got to do this. Where is my? Oh, I think we did this last year. Wave from, let's do like -10. Actually, let's do like -20 to like 20 duration. Let's do like half a second, then offset of 0. What else can we do to this? Times wave 1. We're gonna wave from 1 to like 1.2 duration. Let's make it like 0.4 seconds. So it's like trippy. Offset 0. So I just want to scale the X factor and the Y factor. And yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be trippy, very trippy. Also, I feel like I kind of want to make a setting to turn off all of these, but that means that oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, that's what I was going for, but I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what to say, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. With the menu, what we can also do is I'm going to start at from I equals menu amount. And then, how am I drawing it? Oh, nah, that's not. I kind of want to draw everything like backward. Like have the. I should stop closing the game. Give that shape to the islands. That's gonna be a little more complicated because islands don't really care about the angle right now. What can we do? What can we do? You know what we can do is I can. Where's my create event? Here we go. Menu hover. I'm going to create a new. I'm going to call this menu offset, and I'm going to make it. Oh, can I actually do this? I random range anything from. Actually, I just want a random range. So I want to make all the menu items wiggle as well. Am I muted? Nope, I am not muted. I should not be. Random range from 0. Let's say 0 to 1, I believe. Then I can use this menu offset whenever I am drawing it. Draw rectangle. Where's my draw text? Draw text transformed is right here. I believe that's an angle. Yes. So let's do wave. Let's make this slower. I'm gonna wave from -10 to 10. The duration's going to be, I don't know, let's say like 3 seconds, and the offset is the menu offset. So that way they're all not like waving like at exactly the same frequency. Is frequency the right word? They're not waving at exactly the same angle. I believe you are also that. Something's wrong there. I don't know why you didn't like that. Why didn't you like that? Hello? Did I not? I didn't copy. I don't think I copied it. Bracket. So there's that, and then if it's news, do we draw? Nah, I think that's good. I think that's good. So now I want the menu text to kind of be like wavy. Hello, Darko. Yes, you may have forgotten about it, but I am still alive. quite what you see. The problem is the offset's entirely the same, which is not exactly what I wanted. So I'm just going to set you to 0. Then I'll just iterate through you quickly. For var I equals 0, I is less than menu amount, I plus plus, and then we are going to do the same thing. Menu offset, I equals that. Now run you. And that should be randomly swap projectiles with confetti. Let's see what I can do to the menu. See, that's what I wanted. That is precisely what I wanted. Hitboxes are still, I mean, they're kind of iffy. Oh my, that is, I think I need to slow that down or I'm going to get sick. Let's just W. So 0.8, 0.8, and let's make you point like 7. Yeah, those are some weird numbers. Islands of Party, pretty much. Yeah, I don't want to throw up on stream. Exactly. Okay, I feel like that's still fast, but it's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, and those are. I think those angles are. Oh dear, what am I doing? This is kind of what I was going for, though. It's kind of what I was going for. Let's see. I feel like those angles are a little bit too much. So let's make you like minus like 7 to 7. I probably should be using like extra variables here so I can change it easier, but whatever. We can code bad for this because changes are not permanent. What happened to 7? There we go. 3 seconds is, you know what would be even trippier? If the length. So menu time. Let's set you to 0 there. I want you not to be always 3 seconds. So let's do a random range between like 3 and 4 seconds. That way we can menu time. That way it's even trippier. So not all like waving on the same frequency even. They're on offset and make them do loops. Make the islands, yeah, I can't really make islands do that. Just because, yeah, islands don't rotate very well. See, now that is, yeah, that is something. That is something to watch. Can I publish it as beta April Fool's 21? Make my screen do that? No. The amount of resources to like move my screen up and down. Look, it's white while I do that. You know what? Settings. There's always potential in the settings. Code maintenance. Wait. You never actually got this version. You don't have tester 9.3 because it failed to build, which is unfortunate. Hello, Victor. Make the background do loops. Now, I have some interesting things I might want to do with the background. That's kind of in the future, so we can play around with it. Actually, I haven't tested the tutorial to make sure it works, but hopefully it should. Oh dear, what happened there? Is that because my screen? Is that? Oh, I see. There's a. Oh, that's a bug that's gonna need to be fixed. Oh well. What's next? Let's do. What else? What other things do I want to do with the menu? Oh my goodness, that is actually going to make me sick. Eventually. Not anytime soon, though. I'll just look away. Okay, well, I guess it's time we go through the YouTube suggestions. Where were we starting from? Lots. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, this goes back. I guess I did ask for suggestions quite a while ago. Okay. Make islands be able to spin. Unfortunately, not possible. Did we get the uwus last year? Also not entirely possible. Yeah, I might decide to do. We got squeaky noises. Make the portal spin, but make it extra shaky, which hopefully won't fall off its position. Make it spin, make it extra shaky. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Make it extra shaky, so I guess just increase the screen shake of the object portal. Nope, that's not. It's called a gate. It's not called a gate. I don't know what it's called. Where is objects? Game interactables. I think it just fall under gates. Camera shake. Times. Let's just multiply it by 10. And actually, I'm going to start keeping track of the changes. So I'm just gonna do visual, menu, menu waves, and is wobbly. This is because what happened is I can write the notes here, I can push it in my commits, and then I can auto-generate, you know the patch notes that you see in the game? I can auto-generate that literally from these notes that I'm putting in. That way I don't have to go back and try to remember, you know, what am I changing? What on earth is going on? Yeah. Make the background go through all colors. That actually could be interesting. I know they're called gates. They're called gates somewhere. Do I have a gate here? So it should make me shake a lot once I unlock it. Hello? It's not... Oh, did I actually remove... I think I removed screen shake. I think I removed screen shake. Object game controller should handle screen shake. Oh, camera movement right here. Why are you not doing screen shake? It's not actually doing screen shake. So let me make sure that screen shake is... I don't know. I must have removed screen shake somewhere. Interesting. Let's see, where am I adding screen shake? I'm adding it at the gate, I'm adding it when you get hit. So I guess we'll just bring back screen shake. I don't know why I removed it. I think it was just annoying. You don't understand the point of telling you the pranks. The point is that you guys are creating the pranks. And it's kind of fun. I mean, I could just do it by myself, but it's more fun if I can we can you know, go back and forth off each other. I just think that it's more fun that way. For me, for you, oh yes, oh yes, 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 yes. I feel like that might make the game like unplayable. I think that's just a tad bit too much. Because I don't want to make the game unplayable. The game fun, yes. Maybe just multiply it by 1. But not unplayable. Actually, maybe even bring it down to like 0.5 or 0.8. That might be okay. Yeah, that's kind of the point of telling you the pranks before April the 1st. And actually, in fact, it's kind of sad, but I actually won't be able to get it billed to you until the game maker updates. I feel like that's reasonable. It's visible enough to where it's annoying, especially with some of the I've seen some of your changes with warp portals and with the shaking and some of the other things that we're going to do with warp portals or warp gates or gate warps. It's going to be really interesting. So we brought back screen shake. Back to Discord. Yes, okay, that's the next one. And the next one was make the portal move when someone begins to enter it. And I absolutely love this one. So what we're going to do is, let's have a look. So if you're active, what is it? If the point, no, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where on earth is it getting charged? Here it is. Point distance is less than that. So then we are going to do something right here. So this is if it's not charged. So I kind of want to do it regardless of whether it's charged. Nah, I kind of want to do it when it's not charged because it's kind of annoying having to like run around and chase it while you're selecting something from the map. So what we're going to do is x plus equals global.player.x. So I want to make it so that the closer you are to the center, the further it moves away from you. So x plus equals global.player.x minus x. So that's the difference between your position and this position, which means that the closer it gets, the smaller it gets, which means we need to do a 1 divided by this. And the problem is once this reaches 0 or gets close to 0, this number becomes really big. So that means that I want to put a minimum. Minimum? I want to put a maximum? I want to put a maximum. Let's say I put a maximum of 1 on this. That means it can only move 1 pixel per frame. And we just do the same for Y. Global player Y minus Y. Now, this should work, but it probably won't. I mean, let's be real here. It probably won't. Switch back to chat. What did chat say? Nothing. Nice. Let's have a look. Oh dear. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. So now, hold on. Is it actually? Now, I feel like it's always moving in the same direction. It looks like it's always moving in the same direction, which is bottom right. And I kind of need to make sure it doesn't go too far. So what's wrong with this? Level up player X minus the current X position. Oh, it's a max. I see. So what we need to do is we need to multiply it again by the sign of that. Because we kind of lost the sign in the process of doing... Actually, you know what? If we do that, we're gonna... I feel like we're gonna lose something again. Especially if... So I need to do the absolute value of this. Yeah, or else... Yeah, we need to do the absolute value of this. So that we intentionally drop the sign. Does 1 pixel per frame mean higher FPS will cause it to move faster? Yes. However, everything is currently based on the frame rate within the game. So it's fine. If it moves... If you have a higher frame rate... Well, it's capped at 60. If you have a higher frame rate, the game will run faster. If you have a lower frame rate, the game will run slower. Most of the times, I believe it's just capped at 60. I think VSync might mess things up. Can't exactly remember how. So let's do this. So yeah, if I'm up here, it will... That just teleport? It's teleporting, ain't it? It's teleporting. Oh, well, I mean, it ain't a bug. It's a feature. Is it moving, though? I feel like it's moving, but I can't tell where it's moving. Oh, okay. Well, it's moving, certainly. I might just leave it like this. What? Oh, it's actually pushing me towards the center, which is the opposite of what we want. We want it times the negative sign, so it always pushes you away. Yeah, something like that. And then we can always increase the speed, or implement a minimum, something along those lines. But it's only while it's not charged. Yeah, so when it's charged, it will... Nope, it's still moving. Interesting. Interesting. It doesn't look like... Oh, if charge is less than the maximum, then it increases in charge. So we want to move this to yes. If the charge is less than the maximum, then we want to move away. That means that when it's at the maximum charge, it's just going to stay still. Your goal is to get it to the maximum charge, and then after that, you're fine. So let's try it now. And then, yeah, it's good. So if I go out, and then I go in, it's not really noticeable. It's not really noticeable. Let's up it to 3. We might even up it to 5. So you kind of have to chase it a bit. I don't want it to be impossible, but I guess slower islands might struggle. And then I do want to clamp it within the... Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh dear, this is I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. This is perfect. I think this is like the perfect speed. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I love it. Gotta chase it a bit. It might be a little bit too much. I'm just gonna bring it to like 2.8. Just bring it speed down a bit. Okay, next. What do we have? I should add some of the April Fool's settings and then remove them. That's kind of hard. That's why we have the eventless event running. And I need to fix that. That's why we have the eventless event running. Make the game over. Actually, I really shouldn't be fixing that because I'll have to fix it again later. Make the game over scene look like the island crashed to explode. Make it seem like your screen's glass broke. Also change the word from game over to no one cares. I can change the word game over to no one cares. I don't even... Game over. Main message. Here we go. Transition controller, main message. Okay, we can actually add, so we can say game over. Nobody cares about your failure. There we go. No limit and more acceleration for the spin speed of the gate. Oh, lots of gate changes here. The visual angle equals +2. Move some fractions of the screen just visually that it looks like your screen cracked. I could? I'm not entirely sure. We just increase visual angle. We want to make it that. Ooh. Okay. So no maximum, so it just keeps accelerating. Interest. I don't know if I can do keep accelerating, but I can make it like massive. It might look like it's gonna keep accelerating. Yeah, because there's no acceleration factor on it. But we're still at a gate, so that actually looks incredible. Actually, that feels like it's accelerating. I can't tell, it's just moving so fast. It's just moving so fast. And then when I do this, it just like kind of slows down. That's actually cool. And then when you chase it around a bit, it just kind of speeds up really quickly. That actually does look really cool. There's no if it had some like motion blur to make it seem like it was actually spinning, that would be also even better. But it doesn't. So let's quickly look at our changes. Visual. Actually, it's not really visual. Kind of like gameplay. Gameplay. Warp gate runs away from you while charging. And then visual. Warp gate. Is fast. Oh, spins quickly. Let's say spins quickly. There we go. What else do we have here? What did someone say? Someone suggested something in the chat. Move some fractions of the screen just visually. I feel like that would be really disruptive. Like, technically I'm drawing a giant surface. Moving parts of it would get really expensive. Get really expensive. I'll mark it down. One of the things I can look at later tonight. Currently, you know what? This is on version 9.3. Look at April Fools. Check out moving surfaces in random places. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Make all weapons fire backward. All weapons firing backward? Ooh. Every single weapon firing backward. I gotta think about that one. Can I do it? Actually, I might. Actually, I can do it if it's firing backward. If it's firing... It's possible. I'm just not sure whether it'd make for a... playable. I'm not even sure if it would be playable at that point. Do you guys think it would be playable if everything fired backwards? I feel like it won't be playable. Flashy explosions. Bigger, crazier explosions. Minor collisions cause explosions. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna like put thumbs up on stuff that I don't really want to do tonight. Yeah. Stuff that I'll do tomorrow. Some blocks have names. Water update. Make the portals drift away from you. We did that. Make floating items run away. I kind of like that change too. We're just making everything run away. Object loot. Let's have a look. Step. What is alarm? Alarm 1 is moving to the player, so if distance is less than 400, then it's technically supposed to auto move to the player. But what if we flip that? What if we flip that sign so it technically moves away from... Ooh, actually, that might be really... You might not be able to pick up any loot. Enemies would have the same problem with backward guns. Oh, that's true. Enemies would have the same problems with backward guns. That would make things really interesting. Let's go to a random region and blow stuff up. Okay, come here. I think you might not even be able to pick up loot at this rate. Oh dear. Oh dear, my game froze. What happened? What happened? Oh, that's not good at all. That is not good at all. Stop. What happened? I have no clue. Something happened. I see no problem with that change. Collision. I might have to go back and look at this VOD to figure out what exactly happened there. Because that... Well, obviously it's not supposed to hang. Just double check. Is it loot? Or just take one guy at a time? What? That's the went towards me. Okay, so I didn't actually implement it. Okay, it hung again. So there's an enemy that's falling. The first enemy might be trying to create loot. Could that be the issue? Interesting. So there's a bug. Oh dear. There's a bug with enemies dying. It's strange because I've been killing a lot of enemies. I'm just gonna undo this. That shouldn't be a problem. But it might, might have random effects. You never know. Let's continue that. I should probably start logging stuff. Okay, so you fell out of my range and you created your loot. Okay, you fell also. Ah, I believe it might be a... Would it be a save issue? It might be a certain island. That loot is not actually doing good stuff. This loot might be failing. I'm gonna create a new game instead. And then we'll have to look at loading games. Loading games and loot generating. Or maybe loot's generating incorrectly. Okay, you... Oh. Interesting. I didn't actually... Hold on. I'm gonna quickly rewind. What did that say? I'm trying to figure out... Because I saw a debug. I want to see if that was the guy who's supposed to drop the key. Come on. Replay. Work. It might be the key not dropping correctly. Oof. More issues. And the replay is not looking like it showed me. It might be, that might be the issue. Issue might be the dude with the key. The dude with the key. Which is a problem, which means you can actually never progress. So I'm gonna check, oh, oops. Okay, so that's a basic dude. Basic. Normal, normal. Who has the key? Do you have the key? Oh, you have the key. I did not kill him last time. Normal, normal. I feel like that guy keeps dying. Oops. Let's kill that guy. And no, it seems like every time they try to drop loot, it's not working. Ooh, it could be with the loot generation system. Okay. Object Island drop loot. Let's have a look at it. I'm just gonna C log, which is console log. Money dropped. I was not expecting to fix bugs tonight. I thought all the bugs were fixed. Obviously not. So I'm going to log. The loot should all be pre-selected. Loot should all be pre-selected. Let me quickly look through the local storage. Save 93. What do we have? Would it not be generating correctly? Yeah, okay, the game finally hung itself. Where did I put drop? Dropping? I honestly have no idea what I'm looking at anymore. Doesn't look like it's dropping anything. And oh, this might, nope. There, that's a drop. That's a drop. 268. 268 is a. It's not actually dropping anything. It shouldn't actually be dropping. I mean, it's not dropping any items. None of them. Could be healing? Ooh. Might be healing. Does the money and health drop work differently? Yes, it's the same like loot item, but the contents of the loot item are, well, money and healing. I'm gonna check the money drop. It might, nope, nothing changed. Random, basically this gets a random item from its loot drops. And then, oh no, this is the loot amount. Where's the money? What's loot amount? What on earth is loot amount? Oh. What is happening here? Oh, it's getting the number of loot to drop. Okay. And then it's... Oh, this might be an issue. Item create random. This has got to do with my type zone rarity. So actually, this might be the issue right here. That could be interesting. I'm just going to... They shouldn't... Actually, they do drop. So I'm going to log the loot amount. And log loot amount. And I believe it. Loot item should be wrong. So I'm going to loot item.item. And then, oh, this is, no, this is creating it in the drop now. So these are like the default drops then. So I want to make sure it's not this as well. So clog drop amount. Drop amount. And then gotta check that it's not healing as well. Just log everything. Log everything. Oh, yeah, I couldn't check my replay for some reason. Video is not available at the selected phone. Please try again later. That screen will never fail to surprise me. I don't think it will ever, yeah, it just won't ever fail to surprise me. So, there we go. Money dropped. Money dropped there. Loot amount 1. I'm not sure, what can you... What can you see from? Okay, can't. Can't I? Oh well. I can't actually see what you see. Oh yes, I can. I can look at the stream. Okay, so you can see the logs. You probably shouldn't see the logs though. That might be a. Does it actually? I think as long as I'm not building onto my Mac, because my Mac might show passwords and stuff, which we don't want to show. I don't want to show passwords to computers. Yeah, so loot amount 1. So yeah, okay, the issue is it has a loot amount, and I believe it is not creating it correctly. So it might be to do with item create random, which is in our new item class, which I created. Yay, item class. And item create random returns function, the type, the zone, the rarity. So let's quickly log. It might be random loot that's crashing it. Console log. We're just gonna do one beforehand. Actually, it's probably better. Yeah, no, we'll just log a new one. And the item level chance. I mean, these technically aren't the same thing, but it's fine. Random loot, and I'm just gonna item level chance. There we go. More logs. So it tries to drop a random item as enemies do. And then I believe it's trying to search for the item, but it's failing. There it is. Loot drop, money drop. Oh, money drop. It didn't even get here. Item create random. Interesting. It never actually called this function, so that limits it. That means that, where are we? I lost where we were. Right. We're creating the new item. The new item's not actually calling the new function. Maybe this works. So we create the new item. When I'm creating a new item, yeah, I don't need to do anything with that. Just call it create. This could be a game maker issue as well. I don't want to like say it's a game maker issue, but there are issues. Destroy you. Hello, and it's strange. I'm creating a new item, right? Which is creating my new item. And then I'm returning the item create function. I need to like, I don't need to like self.item create, do I? I don't think so. Anyway, time for Oreos. Lovely Oreos. Goodbye, commentator. Enjoy your food. And it's crashing again. Very interesting. It's not even calling. Oh, well. Actually, it might. You're right. Actually, no, you're right. It might be calling this function, but it doesn't get the return value. So actually, I should be going to. This most definitely means that random loot is crashing it. So I'm going to go into random loot. And. This is interesting. Rarity forced. Interesting. Okay, so this is how loot is dropped. 50% chance for block, 20% chance for weapon, 20% chance for module building or attachable, 10% chance for tech. Give some Oreos the mic as well. Well, the mic. Sorry, I just probably blasted your ears with a giant tap because I pet my mic. This is interesting. I'm just gonna log the type, the zone, rarity, forest, which honestly isn't gonna give me any new information now thinking about it, because I literally have the type, the zone, and the rarity forest is like blank, 0 and 1. Probably need to log something more specific. What will the item drop class? I really wasn't expecting to have to fix the bug. This is a pretty major bug. I'm not sure how it... What will the item data... Let me check. To make sure. I should be on the latest branch. Maybe I messed some stuff up when I... Maybe I've messed some stuff up, because I feel like if I gone back in time, let me just double check to make sure my recent changes are there. That I haven't accidentally getted wrong. Commit, the latest commit I made, that one of the commits I made would have been, oh wow, that's a lot of changes. Would have been, let's see. It looks like it's here. Yeah, there's nothing. If I do inventory, add item, this is like one of the latest changes I made, just refactoring stuff. Yeah, it's there. Oh, and I just closed my search. Okay, well. Oh! Hold on. I know what changed. Right here. I'm looking at it right now. It can't find any loot. It can't find any... The only thing that's changed is my event, right? The only thing that's changed is my event. It can't find any loot, right? So if the global event is undefined, which it was, or the items event equals this, that just seems like a really dumb piece of code. I feel like I can get rid of this, right? I don't know why that's there. If it's undefined, all I want to do is put like a I believe, let me double check this. I want to log the event, because I don't think the item loot event is undefined anymore because of the changes I've been making. Clog item event. This might be, I feel like I've stumbled across the issue. And I feel like the issue is not the issue is this. I feel like that should be that right there, but we'll see. We will see. So, go back. And I blow up an island. And you die, and... Interesting. Okay, well, technically it worked because it didn't drop an item, so I did not get the information I wanted. There we go. Okay, so item event, yeah, it's not giving me an undefined. It's giving me a blank. And I believe that is the issue of the bug, which is great. Awesome. Now I should be able to blow up as many stuff, and it is fixed if I see items. Yep, that's a grass block. It worked. It worked. Yeah. And that means I can delete all my logging. Yep, you dropped the repulsor. Perfect. I saw the repulsor down here. Perfect. So now I can get rid of all my logging. Get you. And I'll log you. Something like that. What were we? Where was I? I was at items running away. That's where we were. Let me double check and make sure that this isn't used in any other places. Oh, technically, no, it's not. It would pop up. It wouldn't pop up in global.event. it would pop up. Whoa, what is this? What is, oh yeah, popping up. It's been a long time since I streamed. I streamed the other weekend. But yeah, it's been a long time since I have streamed. I haven't streamed in a while. School's been occupying a lot of my time. But I'm gonna stream for this April Fool's event. It's kind of important, and game isn't by no means, but it kind of might be dead to everyone else. But it's still there's been a lot of work. There has been a lot of work. I was trying to make items run away from you. That's right. This is what this was. Maybe I just subtract this. So if plus is moving towards you, then minus is moving away from you. The problem was that it can't find... No, okay, so the problem was that it couldn't find an item that matched the event of undefined, because undefined was no longer an event. A blank string was the default event, and that changed. So you blow up, nice. I need to get rid of the rest of the logs. But oh wait, I can actually test the loot, right? Oh, that's annoying. It's kind of like, oh, this is great. How fast do you have to go? Oh, I don't think I can ever get that. I got it. Okay, that's great. It's just a bit too fast. If also this distance needs to be like distance less than 400. Let's reduce this to like 10. Something like that. Were you 1 beforehand? Because I don't want it... It's moving too quickly and like it goes out of range. That's the problem. I want it so if you're on the edge, it might move a little bit. But not too much. And yay, the save has loaded correctly. Items. Okay, actually, for some reason that got worse. For some reason that got much worse. So maybe I'm going about it the wrong way. Maybe it should be a bigger number. I don't know. I'm not at the mental capacity to try to math it right now. A bigger number kind of does make sense looking at it now. Let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. It's a lot smoother. And then you can actually pick it up. It doesn't run away from you forever. I feel like an even bigger number is in order though. It's just moving too much. Times, you know what? This might be the problem. I don't know what this will do. I honestly have no idea what that will do. Changing the sign, changing the multiply into a divide. Feels like when you get to a certain point, it just kind of gives up. Oh no! Ah, you know what? That's a feature. You can now push, but don't they float back? Hold on, they float back, right? They float back. Do they float back? Why aren't you floating back? Or is that considered like back enough? Maybe we push you like really far away. And see where you go. Yeah, it's floating back. It's floating back, like to a limit. So I guess you can still like corner them. You still pick them up. That's great. That is great. Oh, this is. It's still kind of choppy. You see that? It's like kind of choppy when you're at the edge. Just a bit choppy. So when this distance is really big, I feel like this should be the other way around though. It should be like. So if we do, I don't know whether to put 100 or whether to put 1. Let's just do both eventually. I feel like 100, yeah, 100 would make it a smaller effect. 1 divided by a big number is small, right? If it's far away, it's a big number. 1 divided by a small number is big. Well, it becomes 1. So actually that might be more correct. And I'm just going to switch this back to multiply, because I honestly have no idea what that's doing anymore. You can't get them if you don't have a slammer on. Ooh, that's a good point. You might be able to approach it from underneath. Or you might be able to, like, fall fast on it. So I'm going to try do it without the slammer on. Oh, okay, that kind of ruined them. I don't think... Are they even moving? That's my question. Are they even moving? Even in the slightest? Yes, they are. So it's not powerful enough. So... if we do, like, 10... So 10 divided by 400... Yeah. Versus 1 divided... So now it should be 10 times as powerful. By the power of math. Please let my math be right. This is pretty basic math. Okay, you, go faster. Oh, I've kind of cornered it, haven't I? Off to another location. You die. Yeah. Give me your loot. Yeah. Why are you so... Did it actually get worse? Did it get worse? It got worse, didn't it? It got worse. Problem is, if I do like 0.5, that means that I'm just dividing it by 2, which means like doing this was... Doing it like dividing it by 100 was actually the correct thing to do. No, was it? Or was it dividing it by like a smaller number? Like 100's a big number. If I divide it by 2, distance, that means the closer you get, the faster it leaves? I'm not entirely sure. See, it's... No, okay, now that's teleporting. That's teleporting. So, it might have been the other way around. It might have been 100. But, let's switch this back to sine. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'm getting rid of that. Let's make it like 1,000 then? Oh wait, why am I dividing by 2 as well? Stop. Restart. The number gets smaller the slower the higher you get? The number gets smaller the slower the higher you get? Okay, let's try... Oh, that is... Oh, that is annoying. Okay, I've made it so that you literally can't get any loot. It is almost... Okay, you need a big enough island to get loot. But in order to get a big enough island, you need loot. So actually, with this few blocks, could you then... like build something specifically to get loot? Nope. Okay. It might be just a tad bit too powerful. Just a tad bit. But that's kind of what I was going for. The closer you are... 1/10 greater than 1/20 is more than 60. Yeah, sorry. It's 9:30. My brain's shut down. Thanks for trying, though. I'm just gonna play with numbers until I get it right. I need a big and fast island to get good loot, and you need the loot to get a big and fast island. Exactly. It's a beautiful... How fast do you need to be? Okay, you don't need to be that fast now. You just need to... Yeah, you just need to be decently fast. That seems like we should test it in survival. That seems like we should test it in survival. Just to make sure it's actually possible to get loot. New survival game. That box being off kind of irks me. Okay, let's try to get this. Yeah, it's possible to... It's not even that hard. It's just a tad bit annoying, which is kind of the point. Yeah. Perfect. Wow, that took forever to do. Fix the typo screen shake to screen show. Okay. Add meep everywhere. Add a meep everywhere. Like the bush. Oh, you know what? Like the bush text. Like the bush texture becoming a blob. Let me quickly mark down that we have. That. Items run away from you. Oh, wait. Someone just said fix screen shake to screen show. What? I mean, I guess I could, right? Right? Added screen shook back. You're welcome. We want items. It's a building. Let's look at our bush. We are going to edit our bush. What color is the meat? The meat is... let me look it up. What is Google... is it called a meat? Google emoji. That's just where I know it from. Right, the Google emoji. Here, Wikipedia. That is exactly what I'm looking for. That right there. What kind of yellow is that? That's a bright yellow. I mean, I could use a color picker, but kind of like that yellow, maybe. Yeah, that looks about right. So I'm going to use a light color. Right, increase it. I can do a color replace, I believe. Color replace. There's the light. And just do color replaces, and then we bring it a little bit down. So I guess, what is this? Bushes are made of gold? That's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of what it looks like. Is that bushes are just made of gold now. Is that what this is? Bushes just being made of gold? I think it makes more sense just to call these made of gold. I do want that a bit brighter though if it is made of gold. We kind of want it shiny. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's good. Golden. Add eyes. Oh. Okay, I need to look up. Is me? It's called the Google emoji. Google emoji. I wish I can I actually like bring it side by side. The eyes are kind of the eyes don't really have an outline, which is interesting. Here, I'm just gonna bring this here. Let's hope this works. Is it control that? Yes. We can do that. Perfect. I have no space to look at anything. It's kind of just like gray, like really dark gray eyes. Like, maybe a bit brighter. I don't know why this reminds me of only a lab slime. Like all the stuff I did with Dungeon like Pet Score. It's called a meat. Okay. So the bushes are now gold. That color right there is a bit off. A bit too dark. Just a bit too dark. Let's replace it with that works kind of. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is it Nugget? Who suggested that? I think Meep isn't here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, that will have to do. It's called the tree. Oh, it's called the tree bush. Yeah, that's right. It was called a tree bush. That's actually not a terrible change. We might change some of the other ones that look stupid as well. It's not stupid. It's cute. It doesn't make much sense. I mean, I guess if we're putting Islands of War and Only a Lab Slime in the same world, these are the far distant cousins of the sentient slime. Descendants of the slime. It's more visual. Visual. Bush is a gold meeple. I'm just gonna call it a slime meep. There we go. Happy? I'm happy. The mouse should be a W, but okay. There's not enough space for a W. Actually, is there? No, it's too late. I've already edited it. There's no going back. So there we go. Too late. Idea, change the currency icon. Okay, what do you want the currency icon to be while we're here editing images? What do you want the currency icon to be? Okay, we should vote, right? Everyone in chat suggest something, and I'll take the best one. That's what I mean by vote. Go for it. You can have green money. We can have what's a funny nuggets? Nuggets, okay. Nugget suggests nuggets, not surprised. Chicken, do you want it to be chickens? And then we put it together, we get chicken nuggets. Usually think of chicken nuggets anyway. What other nuggets are there? Gold nugget. I do love chicken nuggets. The grocery store here, I can get like a bag of, it's like 800 grams of chicken nuggets for about $7. It's amazing. Frozen cooked chicken nuggets. I absolutely love them. Okay, so let's make him chicken nuggets. I feel like chicken nuggets Sprite. I feel like I'm not entirely sure how to do chicken nuggets pixel art. I think I'm not entirely sure how to do it. And you let's see. Chicken nugget, that's a good chicken nugget. That's yeah. Actually those are pretty good chicken nuggets. Those are some pretty good chicken nuggets. And I got a Discord message. Interesting. I'm early? Yes, I am. I am very early. I am very, very early. Hold on a second. Chicken nuggets, right? We're changing. Okay, so it's kind of a golden brown, right? You know what? I should have gotten rid of this and then brought back my colors. So we're looking at like a golden brown. Here we go. Nah, it's more dark. It's a bit darker than that. I'm just gonna delete this. Delete. Chicken. Okay, there are chicken nugget, very specific chicken nugget shapes. Nugget, which is your favorite chicken nugget shape? There's the bone, the bell, the ball, and the boot. Yeah, this is part 1. Which chicken nugget shape? Or should we? I think the boot is like the most recognized. It's like a classic chicken nugget shape. It's like kind of like something like that. Something like that. Tell me how terrible I'm doing. Yeah, the boot's the most memorable. Yeah. Clean this up. Clean that up. Clean that up. Is that about right? Let me double check back with my reference. Chicken nugget. Where's my chicken nugget shapes? Here it is. Put you there. That's what I'm going for. It's kind of like more rounded over here. Got to get that accuracy when you're dealing with chicken nuggets. Yeah, that's okay. We might want to do like that. I feel like that angle's a little bit steeper. This is a very strange thing I'm drawing. Something like that. I feel like this comes up a little bit more. It kind of has that curve. It kind of like curves inward, kind of like a that. Oh, that looked awful, but something like maybe bring this out a little bit more. That looks like a state. Is that good? The FBI agent looking at my search history will be confused. Don't we have a chicken nugget sprite on the Islands of War reskin server? If you do, send it over. Send it over. You had done a bag of chicken nuggets for the creature drawing challenge. Oh. That's a bag of chicken nuggets. We just want one chicken nugget. Does that look like a chicken nugget enough? I feel like we need the color on it. That nice, crispy golden color. Man, I'm getting hungry. That's way too orange. It needs to be a little bit yellower. I'm gonna say that looks like a nice golden. We need to get the texture on it in order to actually do this right. It's like golden on the edges. It's a bit darker on the edges as well. The center seems to be a bit lighter. It seems almost to be whiter as well. Like maybe less color. Something like that. I should try to paint over this. You're more used to the bell shape. Why is an FBI agent looking at a Singaporean's history? Well, I don't know. That's a great question. Isn't this kind of, it's like my pixel art drawing skills are awful. You know what? Tonight, if you want to send me a better chicken nugget, what is this? 16 by 16? Yeah, it's like 16 by 16. I will be happy to use it. I'm not feeling this chicken nugget very much. Dark crinkles that I just can't replicate. Maybe that little crinkle there helped a bit. Just a bit, just very slightly. Also, I don't usually do my pixel art in GameMaker. I usually use my Mac, but it's like a streaming for in GameMaker. These tools aren't terrible for pixel art. I'm not used to them. Maybe it's the NSA. Might be. It's also got these slightly darker speckles. But I feel like, yeah, pixel art can't quite capture that. That's gonna look really weird. It's gonna look really weird in the game. It's like, what is that icon? What is that icon? It's like not distinct. It doesn't like scream, I'm a chicken nugget. So you guys gotta help me with that. I picked the weirdest shape. Well, maybe it's this. The curve looks way too perfect to be a chicken nugget right there. Like that curve is it's just such a ridiculously nice and solid curve. Yeah, chicken nugget would never have that. I think that might be a little bit better. Get some of the dark color. Along like that. Speckle. Something like that might be a slightly better chicken nugget. Make the chicken nugget bigger, especially vertically. So like, bam, we can like stretch it out. Something like this. Where's my something like that. Is that better? I feel like now it needs a little bit of horizontal. Just a bit. Is that better? I cut the chicken nugget. Yeah, I am dissecting this chicken nugget all over the place. Something like that. I think that might be a better chicken nugget. Oh, I closed my tabs of chicken nuggets. Chicken nugget. I'm gonna get chicken nugget ads for weeks. Weeks, I tell you. There's subtle like crispiness to the chicken nugget that I'm unable. Yeah, add some darker spots. I'm unable to capture that crispy spit. I could just bring it down just a little bit. Some just a tad little bit just to give it. I'm gonna bring this up maybe a little closer to the yellow. Blend it a bit better. Oh, that color looks exactly the same as the other one. Somehow I created two of the same color. Okay, something like this then? This part needs a little bit of color as well. I can like darken this quite a bit then. Be like a super crispy part of it. I'm getting hungry. I do not have chicken nuggets with me. I will buy them tomorrow though. Does that look good? Yeah, it needs to add a bit where it's crusty. Let's say that this part is a bit more crusty. Like it's got crusty edges, right? That might have been a bit too much right there. Maybe I bring it a little bit darker. It's not too dark. Where's my other shade? Here we go. Something like that, possibly. That is a... Oop, no. There we go. That is a chicken nugget now. The outline. Outline's all wrong. Outline's totally the wrong color. Which we kind of want an outline, but that brown is just... it's not golden enough. Replace it? That looks awful. It looks like it's got way too much green in it. That's not too bad. Bring it a bit down. Bring it a bit down. No, we want the color. We like the color. There we go. That looks rich. What do you guys think? Chicken nugget ASMR plus April Fool's coding stream tomorrow. I'm getting my chicken nuggets at night, so it's after this stream. Cause I'll go home, spend some time with my family, and come back and go do grocery shopping. That's beautiful. It's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, we have candy and we've got the Halloween money in here still. Anything else you want to change from here? Whose Blockling is the Arch Linux logo? I don't know why I can't see Blocklings. I can't see my stream overlay. Oh, wow, we've got 7 viewers. She said 4. I don't know what the Arch Linux logo is. And what other things do you wanna like change? Because while we're here editing images, just take a scroll. Locations, ooh. We've got special shops, we've got the establishments, unknown locations. Damage? There's a lot of damage stuff. The mouse. Oh, the mouse! The mouse! We gotta do something with the mouse, guys. We gotta do something with the mouse. What do you think? What do you think we do with the mouse? It could be a simple rotate, even. Oh no, you know what it could be. You know what it could be. That's what it could be. You know what's worse than a mouse? A mouse that's not accurately centered. Or a mouse that's centered wrong. Yeah. That's worse than a mouse image. Your mouse cursor isn't actually there. It's offset. Exactly. Exactly. How bad is it though? It's not too bad here, but here it's noticeably off. I think I need to go into creative to actually show it better. it's noticeably off. It's like so slightly off, but not off enough. It's just so tiny. So tiny. Oh, I love that. I know I'm evil. Make the mouse a mouse. I could make the mouse an actual mouse. But I think this is so much better. It's will it actually does it okay, let's try. Does it actually impact the building? It doesn't impact the gameplay. No, you know what? It doesn't impact it enough. It doesn't impact it enough. We need to be even more evil. Let's do that. Something like that. So that's about that's significantly off now. This is actually okay, there we go. So you can see the numbers are where my mouse coordinates actually are. So if I turn that off, my mouse is actually higher than what it shows. It's still not very noticeable. It's like I think this is fine. At this point, this is okay. It's not that noticeable. It's just a little bit annoying. That's it. You'll still be able to have your mouse in about the same location, except for targeting. Targeting, you're all going to be aiming wrong. Just remember that. You now need to aim. What is it? Higher? I actually don't know. You did math. What's that? Oh, look, we have a crosshair sprite. I'm not sure if that's ever used. Make the cannons just look away from your mouse. I have an idea of things to change, and I think I'm going to implement them tonight. Because I think now would be a good time to make it. So what I want to do is I want to increase the health of everything, and I want to make everything shoot faster. That's it. Just make everything shoot faster and increase the health of everything. Not exactly by the same amount either. I mean, it'll be the same amount. So what am I going to do to do that? I believe it might be an object. You know what? We can just go directly to the item. That whenever an item is created... Oh, wait. You know what? We can't actually edit the item, because that means that if I change its properties, they get saved, and then when things go back, none of your items actually revert, which that could be interesting. So I want to go directly to where the code is executed. So basically, giving you more health means everything deals less damage, theoretically. So I just make damage do less damage, which I believe I can do that whenever. I might want to put it when a block, when damage. So let's give everything more health first of all, which would probably be under the damage when it collides with a block. When it collides, we probably also want to give shields more. Not entirely sure I'll do that, but we'll figure it out. So damage, or damage amount equals damage. And then it sets its own damage, and then if it's damage less than 0, so we'll do damage, let's do divided by 5. And then I'm going to, I believe it might be object block, charge trigger, object block, cooldown reset. Here we go. So that means whenever, cooldown reset is for healing. It's for what are my cooldown properties? Cooldown events, data load. Might be data load. Nope, it's not data load. Is it data load? It's not data load. Cooldowns. Okay, so it affects healing, shields, energy, ammo, thrust, and weapon cooldowns. That seems, if I change that seems appropriate. So instead of 60 frames a second, we're going to do it by like 20. So everything fires 3 times as fast, but has 5 times more health. Theoretically. Make the reload speed vary. I think this should be enough to... So everything gets a third of its cooldown, including shields. And... Oh my goodness. And including ammunition. But that weapon never really ran out of ammunition. So what does a normal cannon? A normal cannon would just look like that. That's not too terrible. What does a... Okay, so I did put a maximum. So yes, so you can't go below shooting multiple times per frame. So now we want to check out machine guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, that loads fast. Oh yes. Not gonna shoot that guy. Don't shoot civilians. That could actually make the reload speed vary. You know what? This ain't bad. This ain't... Oh, garbage. Ah, that loot running away really gets you. Come back. Actually not terrible. So I feel like Gatling guns might suffer because they go under the threshold. Not really, actually. They seem to be firing adequately fast. What about something... I don't know. Oh, what about flamethrowers? Flamethrowers are already firing really fast. I think... Oh, man. Oh, man. I kind of like this. I feel like I want to implement some of these changes into the actual game, just decreasing the reload times. I mean, imagine this in the actual game. The game would be so much more fun. Oh, except for the loot part. That would not be fun. That's just exactly what this type of thing is for. Look at that. Look at and the frame rate is, well, there's only 4 of them. We can fix that. Frame rate still hasn't dipped below 60. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see this. It seems like you're able to catch this. But it seems like it's actually fine. This update might destroy your PCs though. Oh yes. See, I'm loving this already. Among all the stuff that are just weird that we've changed, we've actually put something. That loot running away is going to... Oh, look, that's beautiful. There's like little golden chicken nuggets, and the gold is so perfect for them. Wait, can I get... Where can I get like you by yourself? Can you please like spread out? Spread out. Oh, I kind of want to see like the golden chicken nugget by itself. Glad you have an OP PC. Yeah. And for those of you who don't, I do kind of want to see how this performs. There we go. Look at that. Look at that beautiful golden chicken nugget right there. I could free cam and zoom into that actually. I just forgot the commands for free cam. Also, I kind of want enemies to explode immediately. Don't you think? Making enemies explode immediately would be fun. That also looks kind of cool. Hello, Seb. Hello, Doormat. Glad you guys could come. Those chicken nuggets are actually kind of cute. Can you sell the chicken nuggets? I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, we've sped that up. I feel like we might need to increase... I don't want, just for the sake of all of your computers, I don't want to increase the number of enemies, because that would be getting a lot of collisions. And then you have massive rapid fire. Yeah, you know what? Forget that. We do need to increase the shield amount. Island, where is it? I can't type. Island update the stats. So I want to increase the shield capacity by 5. Times 5. Anything else that might... Nope, everything else seems fine. Because the health is not mutated. It just gets... mutate health here. Instant explosion, yeah. It would cause the blocks not to be lingering for so long. I feel like instant explosions might be better. Now I actually have I've got a timer. Core explosion time, 180. The problem is, I feel like this affects the sound. This might affect the sound, because the sound of the explosion, like charge and the thing, is set. Unless I could I could cut out the charge time, right? I mean, if it's 0, this might break the game. So I want to destroy it. It's kind of hard to destroy a core with flamethrowers, but that's a fall. That's also a fall. That's also a fall. That's also a fall. That was not an explosion. Ah, that was an explosion. It just... I think a 0 is not good enough. I think we need at least 1 frame. Instant explosion work, but yeah, unless you're ramming, which means that for ramming, I kind of do want to bring like damage resistances in. Then you build like I really should not be using Infernos. I need something a little bit more accurate. Quad shots. Here we go. Let's see how fast these guys fire. It's not too bad. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, you blew up. But you can tell, I don't know if you heard that with the music, but that kind of like delayed. If you're going in for a ram where the enemy just decides to off itself on you, it's going to be extra lethal with instinct. Exactly. More ways to die. Ooh. Oh! 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 Oh, yeah. Actually, they just explode. Okay, so 1 is okay. We just want you to... Actually, I think I might need to make you like 2 just to do so. I want to check my sounds because I don't want to play the charging sound anymore. Objects should be under sounds. Ooh, lots of sounds. Sounds. Music is kind of rocking. Sound warp charge. I'll just search for sound warp charge, and it should take me to exactly when an island dies. No, does it not? Warp explosion. Let's look up sound warp. That looks like it. So we will get rid of you. You create a giant explosion. Okay, here we go. Fireworks? Instant explosion does look so much better. In the game, I might make it like maybe half a second. We can actually test half a second. Just like a tiny delay. This is a change that might just stay. Because it's kind of just hard. It's kind of hard to figure out. You could just be on a killing spree with instant explosions. You could. It's kind of hard to figure out how you killed them though. So maybe I make it 30. So that 30 is 30 frames. So that would be half a second. So you at least have a brief idea of what fell off and what's breaking right before they blew up, or how much like damage you did. It won't be incredibly obvious having to go to another region and blow them up. But yeah, you can totally chain explosions together. Okay, you're probably gonna fall since I don't have... Oh, okay, yeah, that's actually good. It's like a tiny... I think that works better. It's like a half a second reaction time that you've got. It's beautiful. Actually, I really like that. That's definitely going into the main game. A fraction of the second reduces the time. Give it like a 0.2 chance for enemies to have a heavy delay explosion. Ooh. Ooh. You know what? That could be interesting. Like kind of like a nuke. That's what I'm thinking. This could be interesting. Let's do that. So we've got a damage explosion. What are you though? Oh, you know. Okay, so what we have to do first is, because it's based off of the hitboxes of the sprite, we need to create a new sprite first. So explosion mega. What explosion are you using though? What explosion? Where were you? Where did I put you? Block update health. it creates a object explosion effect large, which uses the SPR explosion large. So I'm just gonna take you. I've got a mega though. Does anyone use that? Kind of hard to tell if an object is currently using that. What am I doing? Right now, we made explosions have a half a second delay instead of 3 seconds. And we are going to add a 3-second delay for a mega destructive explosion. And that's what we're working on. So I just want to, okay, so, oh, we do have object explosion mega. Interesting. Now, I don't think the mega is mega enough. When do you use the object explosion mega? When do I use you? I never use you. Is that even the name of it? Oh. Object explosion effect mega. Oh, effect mega. When do I? It's never ever used. I use large, but I never use mega. Maybe it's time. Region bosses should do the mega explosion. That might be a little bit too complicated because that means I have to tie it to the type of enemy, which, yeah, actually, it might not be that complicated. I mean, this is the April Fool's branch. I can hack together whatever. So I don't think mega is big enough. So large is 64 by 64. Mega is 80 by 80. Let's duplicate you. SPR explosion. Where's my rest of my explosions? Instead of mega, this is going to be, give me a prefix. SPR explosion mega gargantuan. That I feel like, and then we edit it and we just I want to scale you. View, scale, mirror, flip, reverse, resize. Scale you by 85 times 2 should be 170, I believe. Apply. That looked about right. So now we've got a massively big explosion. We'll just kind of recenter that. And I'm just going to duplicate that effect. SPR effect gargantuan. Every explosion has a 50% chance to do another explosion. Possibly not. Image X scale equals, oh, it's already being scaled by 8. Wow. So that's going to be, what were you? Was that 170 by 8? That is going to be like that's going to be absolutely massive. And let's change the sprite to SPR explosion core gargantuan. There we go. A 170 by 8. That is going yeah, that might be a bit too big, but we can work with that. How much have I done so far? So far we've done this. The menu waves, screen shook his back, warp gate runs away from you, warp gate spins quickly, items run away from you, the bush is a gold slime meat, which honestly I don't think that's gonna have much of a change. Gameplay, I'm just gonna add in what we just did, which is that enemy warp core explosions. Actually, just warp core explosions. Warp core explosion delay reduced to half a second. That's what we've done so far. Have your weapons. Yes, people have suggested weapons aimed opposite. However, enemies can't. Enemies can't exactly. That it could take some time to figure that out. Would I put it in my to-do? I'll just write it down. We might look at it. Yes. And now I'm working on gargantuan explosions, which I'm going to do if, let's do if, I believe, schematic dot, I don't remember any of my schematic variables. It's not in the schematic, it's actually in the transponder, which gets transferred over to the island? Hold on a sec. Object island, it does have, okay, so it's either player, the class, oh, honestly, I can't remember what any of these do anymore. Let's check my, okay, it's not player, it's not faction, it's not behavior, it might be modifier. We can check if the modifier equals, okay, we've got super is for region mini bosses, battle is for invaded regions, and capital is for realm bosses. So I want to check if the modifier is one of those three. And if it is one of those three, we are going to kablooey kablooey, big kablooey. So this should be, what do I do with the island? How do I get the island again? Is it island? Just island dot behavior? You know what? I'm just gonna switch. I don't know why my typing is slowing down right now. Switch island dot behavior, and I spell behavior with a U. I spell behavior without a U. It's confusing living in Singapore where they spell it with a U, but then normally I spell it without a U. So, and we're just gonna do case super, case battle. I think my aircon is getting cold. My fingers are freezing off. Here we go. Case super, case battle, case capital. Yeah, my fingers are freezing off. I'm typing so slowly. And then we break, and then we default, and we do that. Default, bam. And we need to do this. Actually, yeah, this needs to go under here. Explosion time. I'm gonna say explosion time. Gargantuan. Your internet died. What did you miss? Nothing. I'm not sure when your internet died, but we are still working on getting bigger explosion times for capital, which is for regions, invaded regions, mini bosses, and realm bosses. For basically all the big dudes. All the big dudes get mega explosions. Alarm 0 equals that, and then we are going to create. Actually, I can't create. Do I create an explosion right now? Why am I creating an explosion right now? I feel like I'm not supposed to create an explosion yet. Why am I creating the explosion right now? I feel like something's wrong with that. What does alarm 0 do in my block? I have no idea. I don't know where it's even mentioned. Let's check for alarm 0. Portals, islands, locks. Why am I... That's a good question. Why am I creating the explosion right when it gets destroyed? You know what? I'm just gonna blindly copy and paste and just hope it works. You know, that's kind of... I'm just gonna hope I thought about whatever this is. So we should see normal islands just kind of instant explode. Mega island, they're not mega. Oh, you know what we should do? These guys should be bigger because we can play with that. I'm gonna create a new game. This just I've kind of killed everything and I don't want to go to Realm 2. And let's load up again. Ooh, actually, I can use these, and their reduced cooldown should be pretty accurate. Okay, dang. Oh, and I missed the core. Oh, what? What? Object island not set before reading it. Block up the health line 30. Switch island.behavior. It's right there. Oh, duh. There's a with island. I don't need to create a new. I don't need to reference the island again. This is going a lot better than I... Oh dear. Well, I just spilled water all over my floor. I'll clean it up after this. Water's not going anywhere. You know what? Maybe I should stick with quick shots. For some reason, I'm getting up. They're all just falling. They're all just falling. What? They're all just falling now. Did you miss something? You missed. They're all falling. Why are they all falling? You know what? You know what? We're going back to the quad shot. Maybe the quad shot was just better at destroying everything, including the core. Like, okay, maybe not. Maybe my aim's just seriously getting worse. There we go. Okay, but I don't know who you were. So I'm going to object island spawn all blocks or something. I don't know. What call is this? I want the islands that, you know, make big explosions to be bigger. What calls you? Yeah, I kind of need. Okay. So I believe I've got a scale somewhere, island scale. And then island size needs to get updated as well. So I believe if, actually we just do this switch behavior again. Recoil is reversed. Okay, now that is something I can get behind. Instead of shooting backward, recoil being reversed is something that would be interesting to do. It'd be something actually interesting to do. Spawn all blocks. I need to go to the bathroom as well. Which, unfortunately, I'm in my dorms. I'm at the other end of the hall. So I am not near the bathroom at all. It's kind of unfortunate. Equals this. Grid scale. Grid scale is usually 2, I believe. Yep. Grid scale is 2. And then I'm going to grid scale plus 1. So not much bigger. They're not like 10 times. They're not 10 times bigger. Why aren't they 10 times bigger? That is an excellent question. Let's make the final boss 10 times bigger. And let's go to a new place. Okay, so just from a glance, I want extra vision. Yeah, having a bigger screen size actually does give you extra vision. I should be able to instantly tell who is the guy with the key because they're bigger. And that guy has the key. But he's not bigger. I must have done something wrong. I must have done something very wrong. Because I need it to be spawning all the blocks. You know what? I'll come right back to this. I need to take a break. I need to have plenty of water. I've got a giant water tank. But I'll be back shortly. You guys can have the wonderful shop again. See you soon. I'm back. Windows, camera, and chat. Let's go. Oh, let's turn you off. Okay. Okay, where were we? We were trying to scale super islands, and then we were going to test. Question is, why aren't they scaled? Do blocks no longer follow a scale? Or do even... What if I... Okay. That didn't work, obviously, but what if I deliberately scale everything up? I just want to make sure that, is this even... Are the functions in place to scale up islands? Make sure I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Nice. Oh, okay, well. The functions are in place to scale up islands. Projectiles, not so much. But we could fix that, actually. And kind of like the block animations aren't quite done. So it's working. I'm just doing something wrong. And also, okay, so before we do that, let's fix everything about it that was wrong. So, when objects died, they created something that was... They created the little tiny blocks, right? Here they are. Here they are. I am going to look at object block. I'm not exactly sure how its scale is even working. Okay, so it just kind of gets built off the island scale. Kind of goes back to the island scale. Okay, so which means when we do the little block destroy effect, wherever it is, object block destroy here, we're just going to increase the... Interesting, actually. That is going to need to change, right? Image X scale and image Y scale. That is... So actually these kind of changes need to also go into the live games. Actually, I might do like a merge somehow. Like reject some of these other ones. Okay. Also, I need to get rid of these logs. These logs are kind of bothering. Can't remember where I put them. Loot amount, here they are. Nope, that's not where it was. Here it was. Money dropped, loot dropped. That was from earlier when there was the bug because we changed the event. Is defined. We don't need that anymore. I want to make sure that block when it dies. Actually, did I need that object block when it died? Right? Was it collision check? Might have been. No, it wasn't collision check. It was... What did they call it? Object block destroy? No, it was take damage. It was when it took damage. So it wasn't destroy. Was it destroy actually? Nope, it wasn't destroy. Where did you go? Object damage? Where on earth was my code? I just lost where I was. Switch. Object block update health. Ah, that's right. So when it takes damage, that's what it's called. Okay, here we go. And it plays block destroy. I'm probably creating here. And here we are going to image X scale equals other dot island scale. Image y scale equals image x scale. So that way, the little blocks that kind of fall off now are the same size as the blocks that they used to be. And not just the standard hard-coded 2. And they're tiny again. Aw, big islands are kind of cute. Let's just change you here to 4. That would mess things up everywhere, but we don't care. Actually, that's going to mess the inventory up. I believe grid scale gets referenced in the. Would this be interesting? Just as I thought. Oh well, we won't care about that. And items are also tiny. Oh well, that's, I guess not every island is going to be this massive, so yes, there will be some. I'm small again. Everyone's big. Okay, their bullets are big. And when I break things off, yeah, it kind of that definitely fell off really big. But also, for some reason, I don't see any. Do you see any? There's blocks falling off are also kind of small. The blocks falling off are small. The attachments are fine. The attachments are fine, but the blocks are still small. That's a very interesting bug. Block sprite block. So what on earth is that being logged there? I'm just gonna go to object block drop loot. Nope. Loot. Island drop loot. There it is. It's logged in something. So I'm creating object block destroy. Am I creating this any other way? Nope. This is the only place where it's created. The X scale and the Y scale. This might be actually an issue with this. Yeah. Okay. I see. That was just the attachment. So that needs to be there. But they're both the same scale. Perfect. Projectiles were the correct size, funnily enough. Projectiles were the correct size, which I don't think we saw earlier. Yeah, so there, now when things kind of fall off, they kind of like fall off. There we go. Doesn't look too terrible. Bigger island's definitely helping pick up the loot without having to move too much. Okay, so I do need to somehow make the island bigger somewhere. It needs to be like when it's created. It's gonna look like object island create maybe. Oh. I'll just do a search for .create. What creates what? Load controller. New instance create. Okay, so I've got to create an island. You know what? That was a bad idea. .create. Let me put it down. Cloud. Game menu test duplicate. Is this create? This create function's got to be called somewhere. Load controller. I'm just creating clouds. How come I'm not creating any islands? What spawns islands? This is funny because this is my code. I should know where things are, but I don't. Oh well. That's what happens when you have a lot of code. I have no idea what is spawning what. Give yourself 1 minute to draw each. Last year, we retextured every sprite to be flat. I'm not going to do that again this year. I believe that was a lot of work for a minimal payoff. it just didn't add enough to the game to be worth the time that it took. What's creating islands? Someone's gotta call this function. Yes, map create, full word, function create. Object island alarm 0 create. Oh. Huh. Oh, it's called island spawn. And then that creates it. And that was a weird bug that's not fixed in the... That's unfortunate. Question is, how do I scale it? Am I saving the scale? I don't think so. If I did, someone would have probably... I don't think I'm saving the scale in the data load format. XY name class, core X with height. No, I'm not saving the scale. So I can't edit the transponder. I can create right there. Come on, man. Come on. When you get created, right here, do this. Unless, wait. Unless its behavior hasn't been spawned yet. That could be a problem. Behavior comes with the transponder. Behavior comes with... Behavior does not... Where does the behavior come from? Might come from this transponder. Transponder. The transponder holds all of the... Yeah, so, okay, once we create a transponder, we have a player. Kind of holds the X, the Y. Oh, hey, look, someone's spamming. Please don't spam, my friend. You can type shards, exclamation shards, if you want to like see your money and, you know, stay active. Don't slam on your transponder. So technically behavior. What's my behavior then? Maybe behavior is not the right one. Because it's... Yeah, maybe behavior is not the right one. I'm gonna console log behavior. Let's call it B. And we're still trying to figure out why super islands, it's called, the only behavior that was initialized at that point was the player. Could it be object island updates? Nope, not there. Where on earth is the behavior set? Create? I could just do a search for the word behavior. That might actually yield better results. Maybe not. Because it might be... It might not even... It might be iterated through when it's set. I'm iterating through... Hello, web. How are you doing? Giving random code in the cool chat can't render my block window live without me reading and give anything to type in here. Okay. Sorry, I just read that. I wasn't actually trying. I didn't actually understand the word that I said. Giving oh, I see. Okay. Oh, nice. I get what you mean, Nugget. So behavior is set. Where on earth is... I believe the behavior is set inside the object when I do island spawn. Oh, I know. Wait. Island spawn? Right there, right here, behavior should be set because the transponder has the behavior. Theoretically, it's not the behavior. Why am I checking for behavior? I should be looking for the modifier. Not behavior. It's called the modifier. I said modifier, and I wrote behavior. I said modifier like a long time ago and wrote behavior. We don't care about the behavior. We care about the modifier. The behavior is not going to give us that. Okay, so switch modifier. That means that somewhere else I did a switch behavior, which isn't going to do anything. Oh, not whole word. There it is. So that should switch on the modifier. Here we go. So, boss islands. Any boss island is bigger. They also have a 3-second delay, and they nuke when they explode. Let's go into a hard region so we can see the difference. And should be able to okay, that guy has the key. And when I shoot him, if I can not shoot off his, okay, I'll take it from the top. That's what I thought he would do. That's what I thought he'd do. He instant explodes, which means we don't want to create the explosion. Was that why on earth was it exploding there then? If on alarm 0, death handling, we should create the explosion there. Or do I create 2? Am I creating 2 explosions? Am I creating 2 explosions? No, I shouldn't be. I need to look at the source code. What was this before I messed it up? Because I'm not exactly sure why it's creating this. This is object block update help. Sorry. Object block update help in the beta G. I could just control Z until it's back. Destroyed equals explosion pause, and then we instantly create an explosion. A large explosion effect. Yeah, but explosion effects deal damage. That's the problem. Can someone double check? When you kill an enemy by shooting its core, does it explode immediately and then explode a second time? I find that, I'm not sure why it's doing that. It might be just old code just left in there. Sound warp, yeah, it seems like it's creating literally 2 explosions. Wait, this is object damage, okay. This is object damage, okay, actually, it might create an effect, which is different to an actual explosion. Ah, I see. Okay, so when you do actually hit it, it does blow up. Except it doesn't actually blow up with damage. See, that's the problem with this. This isn't actually going to deal any damage. So, for both of these, let's go ahead and create the explosion. It's kind of like a pre-explosion. It just blows up. It doesn't actually kill you. Then, let's get rid of you. That means that I can actually destroy, because explosion effects are just effects. They don't hurt you. The object damage explosion, which is somewhere... Interactables, damage explosion. That damage explosion does hurt. It's kind of confusing. No, I guess not. There's some effects that don't actually deal damage. Like a missile, when it hits something. No. Little missile dudes, yeah, they do hit and then create an explosion effect. Okay, so here is where we are going to also switch. Based off of the other dot, not behavior, other dot modifier. So if it equals, you know what? I think I'll just use a switch here. And I do want that to be actually, we do want to change all of these. So switch global dot, no, it's not global, it's other dot modifier, right? And this is the default. You know, if you're normal enemy, that's kind of the damage you deal. But if you are, I'm just gonna copy this from wherever these were. Yep, the super, the battle, or the cap, the big dudes, big dude. Then damage equals a lot of damage. I think I have to do some math here, right? So if the image scale and the X scale was 12, for the Mega Explosion, it had a range of 500. Mega Explosion, where's my calculator? So that'd be 85 times 12 is 1,000. Okay, so the radius would be 500. That makes sense. But if my Gargantuan Explosion is 170, and I want to multiply it by 12, that's gonna, oh well, I doubled it, so it's just gonna be 1,000. Because I just scaled it up by 2, I don't need to do any math. It's almost 11. That's my excuse. Gargantuan. Here we go. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Big enemies have big explosions. Way bigger. Like that's the entire screen. That's a nuke. Might want to make it a little longer. 3 seconds. You can move fast in 3 seconds, right? Oh, come on, game build. Why didn't game build? Game? Oh, he did build. Didn't show up though. Mega enemy's already dead. Go somewhere else. Everyone died here. Have I killed everyone? Nope. Okay, here. There's people here. You're tiny. You're tiny. So, small enemy, instant half a second explosion. Big enemy. Where's big enemy? Big enemy. Where's the big enemy here? Did I already kill him? I might have already killed the big enemy. Which, okay, let's try this again. Small enemy. Small explosion. Come on. Come on. Just, there we go. Big enemy. Here we are. Okay, small enemy. Small explosion. Big enemy, where's your Flotron? I do not want to shoot your Flotron. Kind of glitched there, but that was a weak explosion. That was kind of sad. That was very sad. What was that? That was core explosion time Gargantuan was 180. Yeah, that was correct. Timing seemed like 3 seconds. Sound cue was correct. Yeah, I played the sound cue. Created the small one. Switch modifier. This is the island modifier. So I believe, oh, I might not be getting it correctly. Yeah, here we go. Let's try this again. Not so far. What's been implemented so far? I'll switch over to the changes, which I haven't added the chicken nuggets change. Oh yeah, it saved this. Okay, so small enemies have a short delay before they kind of instant. Hold on a second. Island equals island. Switch. Island.modifier then? What was they said? The unknown variable. Meaning the island. Did the island delete itself? The island couldn't. The island can't delete itself before creating projectile. Hold on. Chicken nuggets. What? Just try to find the chicken nuggets. Once you see it, yeah, there's no going back. I'm not. Yeah, you can already see it here. But okay, small enemy, small explosion. Small error. Unknown object modifier. Why? I want to. I'm doing it with this instance. Switch the island. Islands have modifiers, right? It literally has a modifier. Why? Modifier not set, meaning the island got deleted sometime in base explosion pods. Oh. Did we delete the entire island before this? That kind of deletes the entire island. Then it updates the health. And then it kind of deletes its... It might delete itself before, actually. Yeah, it might delete itself before creating this. So let's put the explosion first. You know, blow up before deleting it. Kentucky Fried Coin. Yes. Yes, it's the currency. The currency is now chicken nuggies. And I'm sure you've noticed the menu. Like, it doesn't need any explanation. It's just that. Okay, short island, a small island, please explode. Please explode. No! Come on. Why aren't you exploding? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just gonna... If the island's accidentally... It's getting destroyed somewhere, I don't know. No, I can't. Can't use the word modifier. So we're just gonna save the modifier first. I'm gonna log it as well. I think it's getting confused. I'm creating something and then I'm trying to like access the previous, but that works. Why does that work? Island equals island? Like, that might not actually. Okay. Once we get small explosions working again, that did not blow up. Ah, there we go. We got small explosions working. And that was not a small explosion. This guy. Okay. Nuke. Was not a nuke. Okay, that was normal, that was super. So he tried to nuke. He tried to make a nuke. He was in fact creating a nuke. Actually, I think this might be the issue. You know what? We'll just keep it the way it was. Don't fix what works. And that works there. It was a tiny bit bigger. I feel like it might have been a tad bit bigger. The gargantuan explosion was, as opposed to, what's the previous one? It was a mega, maybe? It's a mega versus a gargantuan. So mega is like 85 by 85. Gargantuan is 170. So it's, okay, actually we don't need gargantuan anymore. Do I reference it anywhere? I don't think I do. We can just create a mega with double the radius. I mean, double the scale. I'm not sure. Maybe damage explosion's capping it? It shouldn't. It's just drawing itself. Yeah, collide with objects than normal. This should be creating a... Ooh, something happened. More damage, more range, more of everything. Same sprite. We can use the same sprite. We just make it bigger. It was pretty much the same. It's not what you expect from double the size, which was the problem. I found it. I'm not breaking. I do not break there. So it would do this, and then it would do that as well, which would cause it to be completely normal. So now, hopefully it didn't reset the realm. Okay, let's go here. This invaded region should be full of big dudes. So, oh yeah. To have to break through their shields, which is kind of annoying. Okay, now we gotta shoot them. That's pretty good. Okay, the sprite's kind of off. Oh my. Oh my, that was absolutely... You see that? That was huge. That was massive. Let's do this guy. Oh. Massive. How come I didn't take any damage? Why didn't I take damage? The other dude took damage. Okay, let's shoot him. Again. Not enough guns. Guns. There we go. Okay, he's gonna blow that guy up. Except, yeah, I think I did take some damage. Damage is reduced by 5. Nice. That's a big explosion. So actually, if you focus that dude, he might actually... If you focus that guy, he might actually blow everyone up. And that scales by realm. So if you're in realm 9, that's 36 plus 10. That's 46 damage to every single block within range. Wait, no, never mind. It's this. It's this. If you're in realm 9, that's like 80 damage. That's double the damage. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Let's make them then have more health. So we are going to object load controller, object load items. Nope, is it items? Technically it's not items, but it's still called items. I want to go into modifiers. And we want to go into super, capital, and battle. And we want to increase their health even more. So let's increase it to like 1.8 super. So we add like half. Battle becomes, what is it? Health factor becomes 2.0. Capital health becomes 2.5. So they get a lot more health, but they also blow everybody up. They blow everyone up. That's great. So now let's add visual. Currency is a chicken nugget. Gameplay. Most enemies, just call them normal enemies. Normal enemies. Did I actually? Yeah, I did. I did actually say that right there. Super enemies have mega explosions. Also, I can't figure out why it was. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. When I'm drawing, object block, draw, object block. When I'm drawing my thing, it's not actually, it's drawing it based off of something like that variable. Inverse scale, here it is. Yeah, there it is. So I'm just going to, I should be able to just hack a variable in here. Yeah, I should be able to hack this variable in. It's not initialized technically, but that should initialize it so that when add, does it need to be initialized? It might need to be initialized. Yeah, it might be. It needs to be. Does it need to be initialized? Ooh, it would need to be initialized. That's interesting. Macros are cool, but they're a pain to mod. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what? We might actually need to not. Do I need that bit? Core explosion time equals 30. We're just going to then change this back to 180. And then instead of saying, that way the kind of scaling works. But then here, instead of that, we're just going to make it, actually I think 20 is fine. So that way, you know, it can still, the maximum value of the core expanding is still like 180. It just kind of explodes before then for smaller enemies. Something like that. Hello, teleport. So now enemies should... Okay, big enemy. Yeah, it's got the wobble again, and then bam. Ooh. That hurt. What am I logging? What is that? I still haven't got rid of all the weird logs. Build controller, item array, random loot. I still have an extra thing here. Okay, that's... What else did we have? We had... That was quite a lot that we've put in. Not too much, but it's not insignificant. Certainly changes. So yeah, we've got menu waving, we have screen shake, the warp gate running away from you, items running away from you, warp gate spinning really fast. The bush has been changed to a gold slime. Currency is chicken nugget. We got explosion changes, and we have actually gameplay. Super enemies are bigger. Pretty much. Super enemies are bigger. Very nice. I think I'm gonna add in 1 or 2 more features and then call it a night. And I'll see you back tomorrow. Ooh. Where were we? I think I'm just gonna make recoil, you know, increased and push you like towards stuff, and then I'll call it a night. So object should be object block execute activation. Yes, something like that. Let's involve you. So if I activate you and no, it's not. It's object block layer actions. No, it's not layer actions. It's the object block execute actions. Yes, it's this. This is where all the shots are created, and this is where the recoil is calculated somewhere. What is that effect scale? Okay, it sets the island scale. Nice, I thought of that ahead of time. Damage scale is okay. Probably the island scale as well. Rotation, projectile speed. Could increase the projectile speed of things. What time is it for me? Right now it's 11 p.m. It is 11 p.m. I do want... Where's recoil? Oh, here it is. So we are going to movement knockback. Okay, so that's 1. Nice. That means it's not... We're going to multiply you by... You know what? We're going to multiply you by... Where else are you used? Where else could this be fun? I change this macro. Do collisions? Collisions become bouncier? No. Oh. So I do want to actually just change this. So we'll make knockback 5 times more impactful. Wind is actually going to be... Wind's interesting, because it'll push you towards your opponent, and push your opponent away, or push the enemy. And then we're going to make this negative. So that actually... negative of that? Yeah, you know what, we'll just do that. So when you shoot, you go towards something. Which... And you go towards it significantly. You can actually use to kind of control your island as well. Like, Ooh. You actually could use this to collect loot. These changes are actually becoming... Okay. I'm not sure if you saw that, but we shot, and we rammed into them. This actually... You know what has a lot of recoil as well? Double barrel shotguns. And their cooldown is reduced. It's not that much though. You know what, these... How come quad shots have more cooldown? Maybe it's because they're shooting more things? Oh, oops, I dropped my... I accidentally hit these. And what do I need? I need a Flowtron. Flowtron. So if I do... Okay, that... It's not as impactful now. Maybe it's because I got heavier with spikes. I think spikes made me heavier. Spikes made me a lot heavier, so I can't quite... Whee! Let's try this again with shotguns. I deleted a block again. Also, I've added a feature because, you know, we've got clouds here, but we've got this special cloud that's like super tanky. You like pick the block, it tries to select the block that's identical first. It actually loops twice, and then it tries to select the block that's just the same name. We lost our Flowtron again. Okay, so let's try that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You just lurch into your opponent. Let's go to Realm. It means we're gonna get a big guy. We're gonna get two big guys. You can actually use... See, this guy's the guy who has the Realm Key. Oh my goodness, that was devastating. That was absolutely devastating. Oh! Bumper cars. Oh. See, the core keeps falling off, so you can't exactly tell. Oh, this plays so well, though. This plays well because the things fly away from you, the warps run away from you, but you kind of have the ability to, like, lurch forward. Like, these guys are kind of... Oh, okay, wow, that's a lot. Okay, yeah. This... I actually want to try a survival game. Let's create a new survival game. Let's see how this works. Any loot? No loot here. Let's go... Oh, that's right. I can't just teleport. I gotta use the portal. I can... Okay, here we go. There we go. And then let's go here. This looks like it would be really interesting. The push is definitely... It's weird, because like you're shooting... Oh, okay, that is... Heals, please. Okay, I can try to snag that. It's a bush. Of course it's a bush. You kind of like can use it and like get a ram in as well. Oh, I forgot. I've got lowered cooldowns. I have a feeling that some of these changes might actually... A lot more of these changes than I originally thought might make it into the live game. You're not exploding yet. Oh, run. Yes, he took a lot of damage. The other guy. Pushing. Oh, that instant explosion is rough. Okay, so we got some spikes. We got some gold. Kind of like use this to change your trajectory. There we go. We got E. We get some heals. Yes. And I've lost some blocks. Oh. I'm sorry. Well, has that always been a feature? Is it just me, or did it just rebuild my island? Has that always been a feature? Guys, tell me if I'm making this up. I don't remember rebuilding your island in survival being a feature. Have I actually put that in? I may have actually put that in sometime. I just don't remember it. The golden bush. So cute. You can like choose which one. Not really, because it won't save. Hey, there's more stuff down here. It's been a feature for a few updates? Man, I can't even keep track of the updates. The stuff I'm changing. I have grass too. Nice. Grass. We probably want to stick that spike on there as well. I feel like survival is going to be very interesting with this set of changes. It's been a feature for quite a while? Man. Okay, let's go here. Few updates meaning at least a year? Oh. Okay, that guy's gonna blow up. Pretty big. And that guy's going to instant explode. I guess it's kind of better to drop them. This moving is definitely interesting. I'm getting. Oh, I can ram this guy. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I do not want to ram this guy. Please, is he exploding? He's not exploding. Okay, he dropped. This has kind of transformed the game. Okay, I made them all fall. That's kind of need to like move fast and pick up these items. Marble, we got marble. Shows just how often I play survival. Yeah, I do not play survival at all. I'm mostly in sandbox messing around. Come back, grab. Oh, obsidian. Money. Nice. Yeah, definitely you gotta use your cannons to pick up some of these items. That's a grass. I want grass. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Oh, leaves. Man, I can't even tell what the items are. We want to put marble. Is marble light obsidian? Well, I think marble might be stronger. Marble is got about that 95. Light obsidian has 96. Oh, so it actually doesn't really matter that much. And I have E. Okay, discard. What's wrong with it? Ah, warp mass. Oh, yes, that's right. 80. Perfect. Yeah, that's right. Updates have been infrequent, so it... Yeah, it was last July then. Let's go to the harder one. I'm liking some of these changes. Moving forward, like some weapons, I think shotguns should totally just have reverse recoil. Oh, ow. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Can I snipe that? Nope. I keep forgetting that I've got way reduced cooldowns. I'm taking so much damage. Can I grab some health somewhere? Where's the boss? Boss is here. I don't want to trigger an explosion just to take this other guy out. Oh, keep dropping. This guy's gonna instantly blow. This update could be... Oh, ow, that hurt. Come back! Come back! Garbage. I don't have a slammer on. At least they're all together, so that means I can like come at it real fast. Okay, push it out. Yes, nice. This update's looking good. Am I gonna lose? Nah, I'm not gonna lose. But I don't know about you, but I feel like the game is harder. Not like I've played it. Oh, we got a bug. Oh, I picked up an item and the game crashed. Oh, that stinks. What's the problem with you? Oh, I think I know. I think I know what that issue was caused by. It was caused by not a lot of items in my inventory. In inventory changing. I'm just gonna copy and paste that after picking up an item. I think that ends it for tonight. I will see you all in, what is it, like 9-10 hours around there for me tomorrow morning. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Good night. And, you know, you can keep suggesting in the YouTube suggestions. I'll go back over the ones I missed. And, for the ones I missed in the chat, you know, go ahead and stick in the YouTube suggestions as well. See you all next time.